Hi, this is Max. Now I know what y'all might be thinking. Most of the league notes, people just randomly type down notes, just write things out, type them out. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that this year. This year, I'm doing a video. So I'm gonna go through different matchups and tell you why some teams are good and some teams suck. First matchup we have is my team, which is the Dude Bros, taking on Kyle's team, the Droogs. Still not exactly sure what a Droog is, but whatever, guess it works. Looking at the matchup, I mean, got some pretty good players on both sides. Like, he's got Tom Brady. I've got Darren Sproles and Alfred Morris, who I picked up right before week 1, and it's been by far just like the greatest pickup, like, imaginable. Like, it was just last minute decision, picked him up, and he's been starting ever since. I mean, both teams look good, but even though Kyle keeps drafting Steven Jackson year after year, I mean, is Steven Jackson really that good? Like, is he really going to keep picking Steven Jackson year after year? But you know what? In the end, I'm going to pick my team to come out on top and stay on top of the league. Let's see. Next matchup we got is the Team Grizz Tamers and Double Trouble. Well, Tara's been a new addition to the league, and she's actually doing all right for a new kid in the league. I mean, both teams look very formidable. I mean, both teams got some good players like Adrian Peterson for Scott and Ben Roethlisberger, Brandon Marshall, and Vincent Jackson for Tara. It's a very tough call on who's gonna win. I'm gonna have to pick Tara on this one. I picked Tara to win this game. It's gonna be a close one, but Tara comes out on top. All right, next matchup we have. So we have Ricky and Ben, the Grizz Slayers and the Sandusky Receivers. Ben, you keep coming up with good names year after year. Every year, you always have the best team names in the league. So keep it up and keep being creative. So it's like a very good matchup. It's two very good players playing off against each other. You got Aaron Rodgers versus RG3. You got Ben with Calvin Johnson. You got Ricky with Ryan Matthews. Ben with the better defense by far. The Bears probably by far the best defense in the league. It's gonna be a tough matchup, but I'm gonna pick the Sandusky's receivers to win this game. Okay, next matchup. Next matchup is the husband-wife combination of my mom and my dad, Bonnie and Mike. Both these teams look very good. Both these teams with good players on either side. It's going to be a tough matchup. Both these teams not having very good years. My mom, of course, you've never really had a good team. 2 wins right now. Actually pretty average for you. Pretty much where I expect you to be right now. And Dad, little disappointing. Made the playoffs a couple times. I don't look like you're going to make the playoffs this year, but we'll see how that goes. It's a really tough call. I mean, it all just depends on if Dad can get all of his bye players out of there, so it's a really tough call. Right now, I'm going to pick Mom. Just because Dad has too many of his really good players out right now. And the bye week is really going to hurt him this week. So let's just see how it goes. Next matchup, we got Aaron versus Zach, the sand volleyball champs, and the big Deezy Breezy. Well, Aaron, you won the sand volleyball tournament like 2 or 3 years ago. I mean, you could think of a new name by now. I mean, You may have gotten lucky the year you won the Sand Volleyball Champ, but I think it's starting to hurt you in the long run because you haven't made it to the championship since. So we'll just see about that. I think both players have some good players. Both teams have some good players. Philip Rivers, Drew Brees. Yeah, Kyle, you drafted Drew Brees 2 years in a row now. It's been a very good pickup. He's been performing year after year, even though the whole bounty scandal happened, which, I mean, I don't know. Things happen. But it's going to be a very tough call, but I'm going to pick Zach to come out on top. I don't know, just Drew Brees, Michael Turner. I think they're both going to have very good games. I mean, yeah, Aaron, you do have Jamal Charles, Stephen Ridley. You have the Patriots D, who've been pretty decent. I mean, I'm going with Zach. Big easy breezy come down on top on that one. Okay, and then the last matchup is Texas Size D's and Fantasy Basketball Anyone. Nathan, I know your team's not doing too well, but it doesn't really look like anybody's too thrilled to go do some fantasy basketball. I'm not sure how on board everybody is with that one. I don't know. I'm leaving that up for discussion still. It's up to everybody else. I don't know enough players in the NBA to do it. I like basketball, but I don't think fantasy basketball is my thing. Anyway, it's going to be a good matchup. And then Morgan, of course, still a disappointing team year after year. Always draft some good players with some colluding, thanks to Aaron. But you know, like it's gonna be a very tough matchup. I mean, it's tough to pick a winner on this one, but I mean, I'm gonna kind of have to go with Nathan on this one, mostly because Morgan's top quarterback is out with a bye week. So, I mean, she has some good players. I mean, I think it'll be a close game. Like, it's going to probably come down to some last-minute games. We'll see. But I think in the end, Nathan's going to pick up a second win, and hopefully it'll be a good start to him making some sort of comeback. Right. And going to the standings, as you can see, I am atop the league with the best record, and leading the pack with the most points happens to be my dad, which for some reason hasn't helped him out very much. Good team, like, I'll give him that, but he's been doing terrible this season. He's just not being able to get the wins. Like, points are good and all, like, it doesn't matter how many points you score as long as you come out and win. So, but I mean, looking back to last week, I mean, just some good wins, some close wins, some bad wins, but looking forward to next week. I think it's gonna be a pretty good week of matchups. I think they're all pretty even this week. They're all pretty good matchups. It's not like there's good teams playing against bad teams. It's pretty even matchups this week. So let's just see how it goes, and hopefully week 8 will be a week to remember.